Nick Reed, then Patrika Darbo, followed by Scott Elkin.
I just want to thank you all for your service to our community, and I've been here for a year and a half now. I'm the pastor over at Victory Baptist Church, and I appreciate the servants of our community. I arrived here a year and a half ago, and I took a church that was struggling there at the 3440 West Alameda Avenue, and there's no doubt that God has done some special things there, as you've heard many of our people get up and speak tonight, and we have about 40 of our members represented tonight in here. Our church has been at this location for about 5 years when we started renting from the Cusumano family, just a new church in Burbank. Our current lease that we have with them takes us up to November of 2016. And they have made a stipulation that if we do lose the property in the middle of a lease, that they'll pay us 50% all rent paid to them within the period of the lease. So if we lose the building here in September, we'd have 6 months to get out. We'd have a check for $50,000 from them. And so I just want to say that I'm thankful for the Cusumano family. I'm not against them. I appreciate them. They've been great landlords, very, very good for me to work with, and they've helped our church out at various different times. We heard about the project probably about a year and a half ago when we renegotiated a new lease, and immediately we started going through Burbank looking for different possible facilities to rent. And I was new to Burbank, so we got the zoning map out, and we learned very quickly that there's hardly no places for a church to go to. And either they're not zoned for a church, or if they are, they're too small, or not just a storefront business, or else there's not enough parking regulations. And so it's a beautiful thing that we are able to reside there in that place. So when we heard about the project moving forward a couple weeks ago, we wrote a letter to the City Council and to the Planning Commission. I believe you guys received that letter. Within a few hours of the Planning Commission getting that letter, I have no clue how they heard of it, but we got a phone call from one of the two executives of the Cusumano family and one of the brothers of the Cusumano that I've had a great relationship with. And it was obvious he was very angry at me, and he said, if you guys continue to go against this project, I will never do business with you again, and we'll no longer have a relationship. And he hung up on me. And so I was a little bit taken back by that. A few days later, they brought an ex-member, the city council member that's sitting next to them tonight. He began to lecture me on burning bridges with the Cusumano family, and it's not wise to do that. He went on to say later, I'd be cautious about bringing too many of your congregation to this meeting because the members of this people get really annoyed at hearing the same thing said a lot, and they begin to not want to see your faces ever again. And so I ask you, I hope you never want to see my face again or the members of our congregation. We are taxpayers in Burbank, and we did vote, and so I think we also have a voice. And so that's not our case, isn't to annoy no one tonight. I know this is a special project. I know it brings much financial benefits to the Cusumano family, and there's a lot of great things in it. The reason I'm here is not to stop the Cusumanos, but I'm here as a man of faith, and I understand the power of the local church. In a city that makes it very hard to bring a church into because of the zoning restrictions, I believe it is we need to be very careful about tearing down a house of worship and rezoning a location that permits a church to reside there. I just think we got to consider that and maybe look at other opportunities. If we lose this location, is there another location we can move to that some zoning could be opened up? Thank you for your time.
Thank you.